I miss the rattle, moonlit shadows in the dark, pale white fingers reaching out and tearing at my heart. I miss the knocking from that old closet full of bones, piled up like an altar to every lover that I've known. But they've all gone away, and I think they've gone to stay. I miss their letters and that pine box under my bed. Every time I read those words, you know I could raise the dead. I miss their company, oh such sweet misery. I thought this time they could not hurt me, no, this time they could never leave me alone. But now you're here and they've all gone, so why am I missing ghosts? Well, I miss the wicked one who had me wrapped in chains. I miss the kind one I was so desperate to escape. I miss the cool one, she barely spoke to me. And I miss the hot one, she knew just how to make me scream. I miss the lonely song that I used to sing, oh, dressed up in their long black veils, calling out my name. I miss the tragedy, oh, such sweet fantasy. I thought this time they could not hurt me, no, this time they could never leave me alone. But now you're here and they've all gone. You are for real, but for how long? For I fear you won't hang around, and I'll still be missing ghosts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Land of 10,000 Streams Music Festival. My name is Anthony Ihrig, and it is just such an honor to be part of this festival. What a great thing that they're doing. Shout out to Alan and Sam and everybody involved. I'm just so happy to be a part of this. 3 days, super incredible music each day. This is so much fun. Well, that first song was the title track off of a solo album that I put out some years ago called Missing Ghosts. And I'm going to continue with a song that is a bit newer. And it is a, well, when I wrote it, I guess I was feeling a little overwhelmed and felt like maybe I needed to get a little break from the world. And I should probably just hole up and separate myself. And here we are. It was not intentional, but it seems that the song is still resonating in a different way. But I think that the kind of the heart of the matter for this tune, anyways, is that we all have these battles that we're fighting, these things that we have to do, and sometimes maybe the best course of action is to actually retreat and hole up and recharge your batteries so you can fight another day. And that's where the song comes from. It's called Retreat. Hold up, I'm out here looking for some vacancy. Dark velvet curtains and a small brass key. Do not disturb this room, please. Lay low, I'm trying to put my head in airplane mode. The world outside is burning, yes I know, but I have a fever of my own. And I'm not fit for fighting, I just need a good night's sleep. There's a face in this old mirror, but it's not me. No, it's not me. still on sheets of cotton, stale smoke and bleach. Listen to the humming of the ice machine. Just let the darkness cover me. Shut down these horror stories looping in my head. No option left now but a hard reset. No time left for grieving or regret. My jaw's still sore from smiling, just trying to keep the peace. Oh, this is not surrender, just retreat, just retreat. 'Cause I'm not fit for fighting, oh, I just need a good night's sleep. There's a face in this old mirror, but it's not me. My jaw's still sore from smiling, just trying to keep the peace. Oh, this is not surrender, just retreat, just retreat. Hold up, I'm out here looking for some vacancy. Dark velvet curtains and a small brass key. Do not disturb this room, please. Well, thank you. Switch instruments here. So when it's not quarantine times, I play banjo in a bluegrass band, and man, I sure miss doing that right now. This kind of festival is the next best thing, though, and it's great to be with you guys. And when I first started playing bluegrass music, I struggled trying to write bluegrass songs. In fact, I still do. It's not my first language. It's not where I come from, and a lot of the songs I write end up starting like folk songs or kind of blues songs, and then I bring them to the band. The band I play in is the High 48's Bluegrass Band. Any High 48's fans out there, hello to you. And I bring it to the band, and then they bluegrassify it. So I thought it'd be fun to play one of the tunes that is now kind of a hard-driving bluegrass tune in the band, but it started out a lot different. I'm going to play it for you right now. It's called That Train Has Left the Station. My gal, she called me up late last night, begged me for forgiveness and started to cry. I said, I know you're sorry, baby, but so am I, because that train has left the station. Now I'm saying goodbye. That train's left the station, leaving you behind. Once my trust is broken, it is broken for life. You might have my heart, but I still have my pride. Oh, that train has left the station, now I'm saying goodbye. Outside my door this morning, 7:45. She said, I know it's early. I said, no, it's too late. You see, I was saving up to kneel down by your side, but that train has left the station, now I'm saying goodbye. That train has left the station, leaving you behind. Once my trust is broken, it is broken for life. You might have my heart, but you're no friend of mine. No, that train has left the station, now I'm saying goodbye. You said you change, but I'm afraid that it's too late. 'Cause I wouldn't be the only one to blame if I let you back into my life again. Oh, that train has left the station, leaving you behind. Once my trust is broken, it is broken for life. You might have my heart, but oh, I still have my pride. Oh, that train has left the station, now I'm saying goodbye. That train has left the station, now I'm saying goodbye. All right, well, little bluesy version of a bluegrass tune. And you might notice some percussion going on here. My former life, I was a drummer, and you know, in the time of quarantine, you do what you can. So I searched all around and found as much as I could find to kind of supplement the sounds that I'm putting out there for you today. So, all right. Well, I'm going to continue with another original tune. This one was also off Missing Ghosts, and I just want to say, as a songwriter, probably the thing that I don't know, probably the greatest gift a songwriter can get is when someone wants to record one of your tunes, and that happened to me about a year ago. Wonderful singer, songwriter, musician from right here in the Twin Cities, Mr. Ben Cook Feltz. Hey, Ben, I see him out there. He sent me a line and said, "Hey, man, do you mind if I record this song?" And it really meant the world to me. I mean, it makes me feel like, you know, my art is touching folks, and that means a ton. And he actually played yesterday at the Land of 10,000 Streams Festival and killed it. It was a wonderful set, and he played this song. And I'm going to give it a try, too, kind of more, I guess, in the vein of how I initially wrote it. I spent some years living out in Colorado, and for any of you who have traveled out west a lot, you might know that stretch of road that cuts through Nebraska. It seems like one of those hallways that just keeps going and going, especially when you're traveling at night. And that's the inspiration for this tune. This one's called Red Lights on the Radio Tower. Cornfields on either side, white lines to the horizon. Nebraska with a broken heart. Now that's a lonesome state to drive in. And the sky is as black now as mine. My coffee is cold. It's 2 in the morning and I've got a long way to go. But the red lights on the radio tower, flashing slowly for the tired and the lonely. Red lights on the radio tower, like some long lost city skyline. Won't you help me to find my way back home? Rear view is clear as hindsight. It's just a dark, empty road that I've left behind me. I'm lost and alone now. I reach out for my stereo. Well, is there anybody else out here tonight? Oh, but then through the static I hear a sad old country song, and my homesick heart, it just starts beating right along with those red lights on the radio tower, still flashing slowly for the tired and the lonely. Red lights on the radio tower, like an old familiar skyline. Won't you help me to find my way back home? back to the banjo. This banjo that I'm playing here, it's what's called the clawhammer banjo. For those of you who aren't from the banjo world, typically in the bluegrass band, I play what's called three-finger style banjo, where you use finger picks and you do that kind of Earl Scruggsy stuff. This clawhammer is a whole new animal, and I never really played it in earnest, but about a year ago, I actually won this banjo. It was a really amazing gift. I won it from the Banjo Hangout. I know that sounds nerdy, but hey, man, I teach banjo, so that's why I have a profile there. And they put my name in the hat, and I won this wonderful banjos from the Cedar Mountain Banjo Company. Shout out to those guys, handmade in North Carolina. And this instrument's just opened up a lot of new possibilities for me as a singer and a songwriter. And it's been fun to try to kind of readapt some of the songs maybe that I would play on the three-finger banjo or on the guitar to this style. And this is a song that's been with me for a very long time. The first kind of acoustic band I was in was a band called Free Range Pickin'. We had about a decade worth of shows here in the Twin Cities, and this next song was a song I wrote when I was with that band, and it's a true story about my grandfather who worked for many years on the Great Northern Railway in St. Paul, and he had a pretty tough go of it and ended up getting injured, and it was actually really quite a tragic story. Things didn't end well for him, but really it was his sacrifices and everything he did that allows me to have this life, and so I wanted to write a song for him. So I'm going to send this out to the Murray clan. This one's called The Great Northern Railroad. Well, I punched the clock at dawn, I worked the rail yard all day long. I walked them tracks with the cricket back whistling over its song. And at the end of every day, well, I head to the bar and stay till all my aches and sorrows have been drowned. 'Cause on that Great Northern Railroad, I live life and grown old, and I left my dreams behind. But perhaps on account of me, my kids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad. Well, time has had its way with me, and so has the company. Now I walk with the cane and live with the pain of my injuries. I once laid these tracks with pride for a train I'd never ride, and I guess that's gonna be my legacy. On that Great Northern Railroad, I lived my life and I grown old, and I left my dreams behind. But perhaps on account of me, my kids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad line. Well, I care for my family so, but reckon they'll never know. 'Cause unless I lay that bottle down, you know I don't let it show. I'm just a loving, angry man, unhappy with the good Lord's plan, and I pray I'll be forgiven when I go. On that Great Northern Railroad, I live my life and I've grown old, and I left my dreams behind. But perhaps on account of me, my kids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad line. But perhaps on account of me, my grandkids won't ever have to see life on that Great Northern Railroad line. All right. Now we're cooking. Even without an audience, everything's about 20 beats per minute faster than I played it before. But hey, anyways, I can't really see the screen, but I see a lot of you out there. So hey, to Pat and Jean and Dan, and everybody out there listening. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is so much fun. What a great time this festival is, and it just feels good to be performing. You know, for those of us who play regularly, it really is a big part of who we are and our identity, and you start feeling a little lost when you're not performing. So even if it has to be this way for now, thank you for being here with me, because that's really why I love to do it. So like I mentioned, this banjo's kind of opened up some new avenues for me, and there's some alternate tuning. So this is an open C tuning that I've moved up to open E, but it just has a different sound, a different flavor, and it kind of brought some songs to life that I really never had a place for before, including this next one. This is a new one that I wrote, and it's one of those kind of songwriters writing about songwriting songs, which I love. It's like a subgenre of songwriter songs, but I love it. And this is one called "Never Mention Your Name." Lover without a name, you are the one who walks the words I write and I sing, and cover while I veil your face, so you can be every other girl that stood in your place. Now I've let go of lost time, but I want you to know that you're still on my mind. I never mention your name. You know it's better this way. Lovers, well, I guess that's what we were, but I know that you would agree with me, it's a pretty terrible word. And others always come along, and while they may get their own verse, you know it's always your song. Now I will not cry for a love left untold, 'cause it's the very best kind, one that never grows old. I never mention your name. You know it's better this way. I never mention your name. I love you better this way. All right. Tear in the beer on that one. Well, I'm going to move back to the guitar here. I'm looking at the time. I might have time to fit in 2 more, so I might just kind of act fast here, because there's a couple maybe that would be fun to play. If you're interested in what I'm doing, I do have a presence online at anthonyihrig.com. I perform when when we're allowed to, and I also teach banjo and guitar and dobro. So if there's anybody out there looking for something to do during quarantine, hit me up, because I love doing it. We can do it over the interwebs. But anyways, I think I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another one that I wrote for the High 48s. This is kind of an audible. because I've been playing so fast. I have time. So a couple years ago, I was sitting around again trying to write a bluegrass song. Did not happen. But instead of a folk tune, out came a country song. And I brought it to the band, and rather than bluegrassify it, we just kind of kept it that way. And it's kind of a sad and lonesome story here. Well, all these years you've been stepping out on me with no regard for laws of love or family. Well, I couldn't live with myself if that was my story to tell. So I'm just making up my own version of history. I'm rewriting my memories as the days go by, and they keep getting better and better and better, one drink at a time. And it won't be long now, I won't remember the truth. I'm rewriting my memories of my life with you. I was always kind and fair and true to you. Yet despite your lies, you got your man and our kids too. Now the only thing that helps is to believe I am somebody else. Oh, not this broken man that you played for a fool. I'm rewriting my memories as the weeks go by, and they keep getting better and better and better each Saturday night. And it won't be long now, I won't remember the truth, and I'll tell everyone that I left you. I'm rewriting my memories as the days go by, and they keep getting better and better and better, one drink at a time. And it won't be long now, I won't remember the truth. I'm rewriting my memories of my life with you. I'm rewriting my memories of my life with you. All right, audible it was, and longer than I thought. There's just a couple minutes left, and I want to be respectful of the time of the other performers after us. They're just short 30-minute sets. Once again, I'm Anthony Ihrig. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching this. This is a lot of fun, arranging these songs with different instruments and doing this, and I'm just really happy to be part of the Land of 10,000 Streams Music Festival. It's going on for the rest of today to 10 o'clock. Mark Mallman, Chastity Brown yet tonight, and all day tomorrow, ending with Charlie Parr, one of my all-time favorites, and quite an inspiration Charlie is, and so many great performers before then. So I hope that you guys are having a great time. I hope you guys are talking amongst each other in the comments, because I think that's the best part of these festivals is not just the interaction between the performer and you, but the interaction between all of you in the festival grounds. So thanks again, guys, for hanging out with me. It really meant a lot, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Come to anthonyihrig.com, get on the email list, and I'll let you know when I'm streaming again. All right, have a good night.